Big B on the track. Oh boy.
Captain Saber Bro is here to save the day.
Playerism is the antidote to feminism.
You want her to pay for this shit.
No, but I can tell you, women ain't gonna try you if they feel like they can't try you. If they tried you, they felt like it was something
else got going on. Worry about you. Worry about you, how you treating me. So make sure you hit that like button. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? This is your gracious game advisor. Yours truly, King Dre. How y'all guys doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? Let's get a roll call going. Your gracious game advisor is in the building. First, before we get started, I need everybody to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can get this, get this players, damn, I forgot my line already. You can get this good player-ish fresh off the press. Sorry. Yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on all platforms, guys. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. All King Dreism. KINGDREISM. KINGDREISM. And this broadcast is brought to you by the Players Club. The Players Club.VIP. That's my private, exclusive men's community where you can come chop up game. You can learn game from yours truly and other high-level guys such as myself. And guys, chop up game with like-minded guys. We meet twice a month. We actually meet tomorrow. We have a meeting tomorrow, so if you join tonight or whatever, you can catch one of the meetings tomorrow. We all meet up, answer questions. We go over, voice notes or, phone calls, text threads, whatever you guys need. I got you. So that'll be tomorrow. We have one of those tomorrow. So you can catch me there at theplayersclub.vip, theplayersclub.vip, or click the link in the chat by my mods, Pink Tips, or the link that Leak is posting. So join the Players Club by doing that. Matter of fact, let me post this. Let me post this right now. So click that link. I'm going to pin that. I pinned the link, so click that. Playersclub.vip. You guys have questions in the chat. Go on and drop your questions in the chat so we can start this game session. Y'all already know, pass that collection plate. Shout out to my man, Ifoso. Appreciate you for the $1 super sticker. I got your Cash App too, my brother. Got it earlier, so I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Y'all going to hit that collection plate. And also, let me see who up in here. Everybody press 1. If you're rocking with me, press 1. Let's get a roll call. Let's get a roll call. Press 1 if you're ready for this. Get same, Let's get a roll call. My man, half rep hero. My man, Trey, what's good? Pink Tips is definitely in the building. Alex is definitely in the building. Leak is in the building. Blood Wolf Gaming, shout out to you, brother. My man, Macaroni Tony, Evan Bell, B. Will, Maurice, Chris. Shout out to everybody in the building. Guys, make sure you guys like the video before I get started and put your questions in the chat. Tyler, what's up? Dennis, what's up? Edgy, what's up? My seduction course will be out. I'm getting ready to open up the wait list, so you guys can get on the wait list for that within a few days. So be on the lookout. I'm going to put the thing out there so you can get on the wait list. Make sure you get on the wait list. If you're not on the wait list, you're actually going to be asked out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's coming. It's this is my most best, Most best. That don't make sense. My best and most robust work is going into this course. And I'm not, it's no holds barred with this one. You understand what I'm saying? It's no holds barred. So even the dark shit, the dark strategies, all of that is going in there. It's my best work so far, and it's the most robust and most thorough. All of my shit is thorough. I ain't no complaints about my shit yet. So, and I've been doing this for 5 years. All my shit is thorough. Shout out to my man Afi Kingdom in the building. I appreciate you for the super dollar 20 chat. Super dollar $20 super chat. Excuse me, my mind all fried. I appreciate you, bro. Y'all go follow my man and subscribe. This is the original passport, bro. Been traveling all around the world. Go by itself. Been doing it. Did it, done it. Go check my man out if you want some real overseas content. Man, go all over the globe. So, yeah, this new course is going to be crazy. And not only, with the new course, you're going to get a whole host of other shit along with it. I give out good jugs, baby. I don't just give you a course. I give you webinars. I give you the whole shebang. So that's coming. The wait list. You'll be able to put yourself on the wait list probably Friday or Saturday. Friday or Saturday. And then once I get done with this course, and then the book is coming next. I need to put a book out. I have to put a book out. So you said you put in the dark side game in the next course. I am. Also, mods, I'm the mod to the moderators. If you listening, I don't mind people disagreeing with what I'm saying, but trolling and disrespect and trolling, get them up out of here. Trolling, disrespect, get them up out of here. We don't do the trolling. This is a very progressive group of guys, and we like to, we like to learn over here. We don't have time to waste with trolls and people sitting at the house miserable, that need attention. Do you have a date in mind for the new course? It'll be out in May, mid-May. May, but you'll be able to put yourself on the wait list on Friday or Saturday. But for how long is the course going to be there? If you buy the course, you can get the course forever, but you only gonna have a limited time to purchase it. So I'm telling you now, a month and a half ahead. A month ahead. So, but you only gonna have, you already know I don't release my shit and just have it sitting. You only have a week to get it. And now I'm pulling it down because it's not really about the money for me. It's not about the money for me. Yeah, it's not going to be one of them things where you can go and just buy it on my website whenever you want to. It's not one of those courses because that type of shit is not, they don't need to be accessible to the public like that, even at a price like that. So get it. Make sure you're on the wait list. If you're not, you'll miss out. And life goes on. Life will go on. You understand? But you guys have questions, put your questions in the chat and make sure you guys pass that collection plate. Make sure you guys pass that collection plate. Jeremy, what's up, big bro? My homie doing some time and waiting heavily on the book. The stuff you're making is on a different level than these other coaches. It definitely is. I can agree with you there. I can agree with you there. But yeah, once I put my book out, see, I'm gonna push my shit in the joints too, because I know how to push my shit in the joints. Because I done been to prison before, so I know how the whole book ecosystem work as far as prison goes. So I'm gonna start, because a lot of guys in there need it more than anybody. Y'all think street guys be having all the game and just so good with women. Street guys be the worst. Y'all think the Pookies and shit be having all the game and be good with women, and they are the worst with women. I know dudes that'll kill you, bro, and suck with women. And they would kill you, bro. Beasts in the streets, but they suck with women. They suck with women. They let the girl talk to them any type of way. they in the streets, they the beast, but in the home, the girl running them. You know what I'm saying? I know people like that personally. So don't get it twisted just because you see on the internet that women appear to be, you know, chasing after hood dudes and shit like that. That's a small percentage of women, man. Most street guys ain't good with women at all. A lot of them dudes are tricks, suckers, and everything. And I know because I come from this shit. So I know what I'm talking about. I really enjoy these lives, Dre. Please make more content debunking the red pill. I don't live to debunk anything, bro. You know, if I spent all of my time debunking something else, how can I teach you the game? Now, there come times to where I have to, you know, do what I need to do, or, you know, if I get asked a question of something that's more pressing, then I have to kind of like, hey, this is not the real thing. This is the real thing. This is what this means. This is what this means. But I'm not the person to debunk what other people believe in their life, and that's them, and that's what they want to believe. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not finna make content based on that, because I have ideas and I have experiences and I have actual game to give you. You understand? So, do you want to grow? You want to grow as a person, as a man? Do you want to grow as a person, as a man, get some good game so you can use it to better your life? Or do you want to be entertained by me breaking down and debunking red pill theory? You got to decide what you want. And I'm pretty sure you want to grow as a man when you really sit down and think about it. You know? So it'll probably get me more views and all that, but my soul ain't for sale, you know? My soul is not for sale, brother. My soul is not for sale. Do you guys have any questions for me before we get started? Guys, like the video and remember to follow me on all social media platforms at King Dreism, KINGDREISM. I want to try to get my Facebook and my Twitter popping now. I want to try to get my Facebook and my Twitter popping. Facebook is extremely difficult to get popping. Twitter is wild. Twitter is a wild place. I'm gonna talk about Twitter in a second. Twitter is a wild place. Shout out to Dennis. Appreciate you, Dennis. And King Dre, we trust, most definitely. And King Dre, we trust. Shout out to Blood Wolf Gaming for the $10 super chat. Saving up for Attraction 101 course, and I'm coming for that book. Keep the hustle going, boss. For sure. For sure. Just work on, man. A lot of you guys need a David Maynard. Appreciate you for the $2 super chat. A lot of you guys, instead of like worrying about saving money, like you guys focus on saving money and saving money and saving money because that's what most people are taught. Work on bringing in more money. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of saying, I'm going to try to save up $375 or $397, excuse me, for Attraction 101 course, it would be a lot easier for you to figure out how to make an extra $397. I could show you how to do that easily. I can tell you a bunch of stuff you can do right now to make $397 by Friday. You understand? If you work a job right now, when you get off, go do DoorDash for a few days. Go do Uber Eats for a few days. Ain't no shame in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go do Instacart. Go flip some shit. Go wash cars. You know, go flip furniture. Go to, listen, I used to make a killing. But when I first started doing this, I used to, one of my businesses was I would go to auctions. I would go to like, you know, Salvation Army or Goodwill auctions where they auction stuff off, like big stuff. And I would go buy furniture, bed, mattress sets, and washer and dryers at a like super like 90% marked down shit like that, like a Tempur-Pedic mattress for $100, right? A Tempur-Pedic king size mattress and box spring for $100, right? And I would turn around and sell that for $900. Go get a wash and dryer set for $50. Turn around and sell the set for $300. Now, you gotta have a truck and all that shit, but if you can rent you a U-Haul for a day for $30 and Go grab you some shit, flip it. The U-Haul gonna pay for itself. And after a couple flips, you can have you a couple trucks and you can pay you a couple people to move already. That was what I was doing before when I first got here. I was doing that. And then on the side, I was driving and doing I was doing Uber Eats on the side. And I was making a killing doing that, bro. I'm not a corporate dude, like a corporate job type of dude. I never had a job longer than 7 months. My whole life, and I'll be 40 years old. I don't know how to thrive in that type of ecosystem. I don't like when people, I just can't kiss ass. I don't like people who are less competent than me, who are younger than me, telling me what to do. I don't like bullshit metrics. I don't like bullshit politics. I don't fare well in environments like that. And I hate to be in situations to where I know what I have to offer to the world, but I'm using all of my energy to make somebody else rich. And these same people who own this company will walk by you like nothing, like it's nothing. I was working at this one place one time, right? And I quit after this. I was working at this one place one time. And, I was, when I do work, though, I do work very well. So when I do work, I make sure I do my job very well. I was working at this one place one time and, I'm hitting the metrics, I'm hitting the numbers, I'm doing my thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm the guy they come to when, hey man, you want to stay? We need help. I stay and do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not I'm not a super friendly person. I'm not a politics type of person. I'm not a kiss ass type of person, right? I'm not the work hurt culture type of person, right? But anyway, one day we sitting there. And the owner of the company, he was one of the owners that he comes he works at his business. Like he's there before everybody and he leaves. Like he's at his business every day, the owner. So I would just notice like the owner would just come in, right? And you have all these people breaking their back. You have all of these people breaking their back for him, so he can drive Maseratis and all the new shit and got all the bad bitches. He wouldn't even speak to him. He'll walk right by you, don't speak to you, say, hey, how you doing? I appreciate you, what you're doing. None of that. I was like, I'm out of here, bro. Shit like that. I can't stay on no job long, bro. I can't. I got too much to offer to the world and to be, real like alpha male shit. I don't like to be like, oh, I'm alpha, but I can't work for people. And that was my longest job. I think I was 7 months one time. Then I had a job when I was 20. I got a job doing valeting cars when I was about 20, 21 or something like that. Because I needed, I was trying to get an apartment. Because we used to, when we was hustling, we used to get one person to get an apartment and then we will all pitch in on the rent. Like it'll be like 5 or 6 of us. And we'll all pitch in on the bills. And back then, a 3-bedroom, you can get a 3-bedroom for $600, especially in the hood. $600, especially in the hood. You got to think 5 dudes who trapping out of this spot, break that down between 5, 6 dudes plus $100 light bill and bullshit cable bill, $50 or whatever. So it was my turn. And so I had to get an apartment to put it in my name so we can do what we needed to do. And so I got a job to be able to do that. And I stayed at that job 6 or 7 months. And then the manager said something I didn't like. I called my homie, come pick me up. I threw my badge and walked off that motherfucker. I've always been like that. I can't work for people. But anyway, the point was, I'm a type of person, I like to work for myself and hustle. I know a lot of different ways you can make money, like decent money. And that flipping furniture shit and flipping appliances shit you make very good money doing that, bro. Thank you for the advice. I'm feeling way more confident with my stuff now after investing in myself, and I got some clients offered. See, you put a couple dollars into yourself, you'll get that shit back. I appreciate you, though. Appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Cardio King, shout out to you. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, go hit them auctions up, man. Go hit them auctions up and get you some cheap furniture, get you some cheap appliances. Figure out how to fix them if it's washer and dryers or stove, if they broke or whatever. But you buy them as is, so you don't know if they broken or what. You see what I'm saying? But if you know how to fix appliances, you can do the washer and dryer sets, the refrigerator, freezer, But if you don't want to do that, you can stay away from that. You can go get the beds, the mattresses and the box spring sets, or the furniture. And there's people buying this shit every day. You just post this shit on Facebook Marketplace on Craigslist, and it fly off the handle. Like I never like had to sit with stuff laying around. See what I'm saying? The purple mattresses, all type of shit. Just people just give their shit away, and they have auctions, you know. You ain't never lied, P. I'm 35 and never had a job longer than 3 years. I drive Uber Lyft on the weekends and make $300, $350 a day easy. Corporate ain't for everybody. Yeah, that's not my style, bro. That is not my style. It never been, bro. It never been. So, you know, being that, I have to make it happen for myself. You know, I'm just not that type of dude. Just not that type of dude. You can be telling what to do and talking crazy too and saying weird shit to me. I don't need this, man. I'll be out of this bitch. Straight up. And when I did have to work, I was miserable, bro. I was come home miserable. I think the same way working for yourself, yeah. But that's not for everybody though. Some people, that's okay. Like if that don't mean, I don't let these internet fake alpha internet people fuck with you and fuck with your head. Being, you know, self-reliant, and not just self-reliant, but like being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, being a businessman, being an investor, that shit is not for everybody, bro. It's not for everybody. But I'm okay with being responsible for my food. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the instability. I'm okay if I make 30 grand last month and I only make 5 grand this month. I'm okay with that. And then 20 this now. I'm okay. I don't have to see the same amount every day, but that's, some people may not be able to stomach the inconsistencies that come with running a business as far as finances go. Because, you know, these people will tell you, these dudes will tell you, yeah, I made 200 grand last year, but they won't tell you they made 2 grand this month, 15 grand this month, 1,500 this month. So it's a little tight. 30 this month. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not equipped to ride on that type of roller coaster. I am. I've been hustling all my life, so I know how that goes. You know? Shout out to Ritu in the building. How you doing? What's going on? But yeah, get out there and get that money. The point, the thing is, stop. I'm not saying don't save your money, but if you all your energy and efforts is focused on saving, you're not going to save your way to financial freedom, bro. You have to bring in more income. Bring in more income. But it's a 1,000 things that you can do. But let me get into this. Let's go and get started. Let's talk about, first I want to talk about the fake tough internet nerds, man. Like, how do I not let the haters from getting inside my head? Just don't let them get inside of your head. I kind of think you trolling though, but you know, that was, if you is trolling, that's a good one. But I know other people ask me stuff like that. If you don't want the haters inside your head, don't let them in your head. That's a choice. Don't even listen to them. Don't pay attention to them. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing to really pay attention to. Now, if you can capitalize on it, if you have something to gain from, you know, paying attention to haters or addressing haters, meaning like you can bring awareness to your brand or you can get some revenue, then by all means engage it. But if you're a regular person, it costs nothing to just ignore them. But haters are a reflection. When people are hating, it has nothing to do with you. That's them. Your success or whatever you're doing right is a direct reflection. When they look at you, they see a mirror and they see they see their limitations. They see their failures. That's what haters are. They'll look at you and they see you doing what they've always wanted to do, or you doing what they feel like they can't do. And they want to love you, but they don't know how to. They weren't taught love when they were raised. They single mammies didn't teach them how to love because they single mamas was stressed out all day. You see what I'm saying? And yelling at them and shit. And so they don't know how to, you know, express love and come and ask you for help or, you know, admire you and provide you value. So all they know is jealousy and envy because they was raised like that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's nothing that you should take personal. You understand what I'm saying? That's something that you don't have to take that personal. You don't have to let that inside of your head. What another person's going through on the inside has nothing to do with you. You think I'm going to, with everything I got going on, with the money that I make, my children doing good, man, everybody, I get respect, not only online, but in my real life from real people, in the real world, in the streets, I'm respected. Why would somebody else's feelings of me bother me? You know what would upset me? Or you know what would get to me? If my children didn't like me, or my mother didn't like me, or if my father didn't like me, my dad didn't support me, my mom didn't support me, my children abandoned me and shit, or the woman that I'm invested in didn't like me. That would upset me. But a person who don't know me, who don't know my what, their opinions of me based on their ear feelings about themselves will never ever move me, ever. Ever, bro. Ever. I wake up to, if I wake up sad or depressed, I could turn on my Instagram and instantly feel better. I could check my email and instantly feel better. You see what I'm saying? I could text a woman or get a contact with her and instantly feel better. I can call my mother and instantly feel better. I could talk to my children and instantly feel better and feel real love from people based on the value that I provide. See what I'm saying? One or two haters don't bother me, bro. Now, in a setting like this, whether it's on social media or whatever, sometimes I will respond, but it's not a triggered thing. Like, it's not, I'm upset. It's for content. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people do like a little drama. Yeah, the game is all good, but people do like a little drama. They do like a little back and forth. And it also brings awareness to your brand. Because the hater is tweeting to their couple followers, right? But then their couple followers see what's going on and they investigate, and then they click on my page and say, oh, he actually talking about some real shit. Boom. And then he signed up for the Players Club. You see what I'm saying? So if you see me addressing anything like that online, then that's why. You understand? If you see me going back and forth with somebody on TikTok or Instagram, I'm not in my feelings. It's just that the more comments you have, the more the algorithm pushes your shit to more people. It's that simple. So if you're in a situation like that where you have something to gain by addressing haters, sometimes it's best to do it. But personal life and shit, fuck them, bro. They don't even count. You keep doing you. They'll never be able to put your light out. It's free marketing based on everybody loves drama. Everybody loves drama. Everybody, even the coldest of players, and everybody loves drama. So why not give them some so you can bring awareness to your shit? All day. Now, sometimes I don't be having time for that. Sometimes I don't be having time. Like today, on my Twitter, somebody said some goofy shit and I responded to it. And I engaged for about an hour and I left it at that. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm done. I got what I needed. You understand? I got what I needed. I got the people hit me up on Instagram like, yo, man, that dude was talking crazy. But, at first, I was believing him, but I just looked at your shit, man. I fuck with your shit. I got what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was only one person. I got what I needed, but it was more than one person. So, it's fuck a hater, bro. Fuck them. And just use them for what they are. And hey, they get to engage in something. Somebody finally pay attention to them. I can make their day. Now they feel accomplished or they feel happy about themselves because somebody of importance gave them attention. So that's a double whammy. God gonna bless me for that anyway. I get to bring awareness to my brand, and I get to help a insignificant loser feel important for a little bit. You know, so I'm doing a good deed actually. Shout out to Tyler. Give some better ways to communication with my future baby mama. You know how I feel about vague questions, bro. You know how I feel about vague questions. Ask me that more thoroughly, please. But let's talk about fake. I want, yeah, right. A win is a win. A win is a win. You know, I win all the way around the board. I get to make a loser's day and make them feel important. That's important to me, that I can make somebody feel good about themselves, even if it's through entertaining their bullshit for a little bit to capitalize off of it, right? So a win is a win, baby. A win is a win. I feel good. Gain followers that will probably be customers at the end of the day. So, but that's the only time you entertain haters, if you stand to gain something. Other than that, fuck them. I dropped a super chat. My homie got a question. I didn't see your super chat, bro. I didn't see your super chat. If a girl does not post a story on her IG for you to respond to, how would you slide in her DMs? Hey, how you doing? What's up with you? Or when she posts a post or pick something, whatever, I would just comment on that and just send it to her. You know? What are good methods to establish better chemistry with soon to be the mother of my child? If there's no chemistry, there's no chemistry. Compatibility is everything, and you should make sure you have chemistry and compatibility with a woman before you have a baby with her. And I'm gonna talk about the importance of compatibility in a minute. But let's get to the Sam. Yeah, I didn't get your super chat. So when I get your super chat, I'll answer your question. I want to skip your question because you said you super chatted me and you didn't. Shout out to John for the $10 super chat, and King Joy Trash. Respect from NYC. For sure. Appreciate you, bro. Throwing something in the pot. If you have a few good women, how do you determine who to settle down with? Keep the pods coming. How do you if you have a few good women, the best one who you most attracted to. That's easy. Always make sure you get with somebody who you're attracted to. That whole she gotta love you. She gotta love you more than she love her, or she got to be more attracted to you than you are of her. That's not good advice. Because women will feel your lack of attraction for them, and that'll bother them. You're not gonna have a happy relationship if your woman feels that you reject her or you're not. She don't feel that type of connection. She don't feel that mutual connection. Eventually, that's gonna damage your relationship. Trust me. So, Oh, you damn sure did, man. I apologize. That's my apologies. Throwing something in the pot. You did. Sorry. Appreciate you for the $10 super chat. I apologize about that. I missed that, bro. I missed that. Sorry about that. Is no contact the best way to get back an ex who you just want to smash? Fuck your ex, bro. Fuck her. Fuck her. She's right now, your ex is sucking dick right now, all in the back of somebody's throat. Somebody smashing that ass raw. Fuck your ex, bro. It's a billion bitches. You don't even have the stomach to you don't even have the emotional fortitude or the heart to just smash your ex. Because if you did, you wouldn't be worried about no contact. If you was that type of dude who was solid, your ex would be beating your motherfucking door down. You don't have the heart to just smash your ex with no feelings involved. Fuck your ex, heal and move on, bro. Fuck that bitch. Somebody digging her out right now, raw. Women don't be liking to use condoms, and just so you know that. By digging that out right now, raw. Nothing in her. She taking Plan Bs, the whole nine. It's slipping out. She putting it back in. Spitting in her mouth. He choking her. He's smacking on her ass right now, bro. So, fuck her, bro. What you want her back for? What you want to hit that for again? I'm just saying, bro. God damn, stop asking me about your ex and no contact. No contact, listen, no contact is not a strategy to get nobody back. No contact is so you can move the fuck on and heal, bro. Fuck that bitch. It don't work. My ex, man, the women who they be treating y'all horrible, and you want them. Why? That's your ego. Ego hustling. Stop ego hustling. Put your ego to the side. Your ego gonna get you hurt, bro. It's okay to have a healthy ego. All ego is self-importance and how much you believe you are important. It's okay to have a healthy ego. But when you operate from this ego, when you make decisions based on this ego, and when you moving based on this ego, it's gonna hurt you every time. See, you think you're gonna get her back by just fucking her and leaving her, but you don't even have the heart to do that. Because if you was that type of man that had that type of heart to just fuck a bitch and leave him, and you was solid like that, she wouldn't have left you in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? She wouldn't have left you in the first place if you had that type of heart, if you had that type of nut, if you had that type of game. So you ain't ready for that. Move on, bro. It's always wetter and it's always better. Shout out to my man Maurice in the chat. It's always wetter and it's always better, bro. But anyway, let's get on to the fake internet tough nerds. I want you guys to realize something, and I'm not going to stay too long on this, but I want you guys to realize something. A lot of these guys are not who they say they are in real life, right? A lot of these guys, especially on Twitter, a lot of these guys are in anonymous. They're on anonymous accounts just tweeting regurgitated bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't know any better because you didn't have a strong male, representation in your life. Or if you did, he didn't teach you this side of the game, this side of the world, and you want to belong, you want to find your identity. And so you cling to things that seemingly speak to your soul. A lot of these people are not who they say they are. Everything that I said I am, and that's verifiable facts. There's nobody came out from my past. Everybody in my family know what I do. All of my homies know what I do. All the hoes that I used to fuck with know what I do. All of my enemies in the streets know what I do. And you ain't seen one person from my city that dealt with me came out and said, he fake, he lying, no nothing. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes can't say that. They preaching shit to you that they don't live themselves. They not like that. They won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. They don't have the heart to kick no bitch to the crib. They don't have the heart to tell no bitch no. They don't have the heart to put no Mac boots on a bitch and put her on the bench. They don't have the heart to do that. They can't stomach crying. They accept anything from a bitch. Most of these, this is their reality, this is their real lives. And they hide behind the internet. This is thinking I'm old enough to be around, out, mingling and moving before the internet. The internet gave bitch niggas a voice. And I thank God for the internet because it also gave people like me a voice too, to reach the masses. So I thank God for the internet. The internet is a gift and a curse, right? But before the internet, for you young guys, before the internet, a lot of these guys that's, talking this fake tough alpha shit were nobodies in real life. They didn't talk this shit in real life because before this, if you said something, you had to have this to back it up. The shit that I talk now, how I go from 0 to 100, right? I'm like that in real life. I have a violent record, and that's not nothing to be proud of, right? But I'm like this in real life. Not to say that I'm some tough, super tough gangster or no shit like that, because I don't claim that, right? And I don't sit here and try to be. But what I'm saying is, I'm like that in real life. And it's a couple other guys that do this shit. They like that in real life too. And I'm not just talking about on the gangster shit, but just like even dealing with women, how solid they are with how they handle their business and shit like that. A lot of these guys is not like that. I saw a tweet today from a guy yesterday. It was the dumbest shit in the world. It was literally the dumbest shit in the world. This dude said, let me find this shit real quick. While I'm looking for this tweet, everybody like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player shit fresh off of the press. Subscribe. Also go follow me on all social media platforms at King Dreism. Let me get to this tweet. It says, quit smiling like an idiot. Now, this is the fake tough guy internet shit that I'm talking about. This is somebody I saw on Twitter yesterday. It says, quit smiling like an idiot. Smiling communicates availability. Available things are cheap. Don't be cheap. Quit smiling like an idiot. This is a guy who's a nerd in real life, and he thinks that because he smiles, people may pick on him or people may whatever. He thinks that smiling, because nerds don't understand how the real world works. So they think smiling is a sign of weakness. Let me tell you something. I have friends, right? And associates. And they smile. The ones that smile the most will do you extremely dirty, bro. And it will put you in the dirt and go eat pizza and not feel nothing. They smile the most. They're the most soft-spoken. You see what I'm saying? When you see people trying to act tough and look tough, that's called woofing. And talk tough, that's called woofing. That's called faking. Because they hope that you scared of them, because they scared of you. Real motherfuckers don't have to put on no facade with no scowl on their face and shit like that. Smile. If you have things to be happy about, smile, bro. Smile. If you have things to be happy about, smile. Right? It's not going to make you less attractive. It's not going to make nobody fuck with you, because the real people who will do something to you knows who's who and who's not. When you're in the streets, bullies don't last in the streets, especially in certain areas, right? Like Florida, for example. Like the streets in Florida, you have certain places. I don't want to get too street, but you have certain places where certain types of people can roam the streets and do it. And certain places that don't go, like they don't do the bully shit. Dudes with money will get together and get that person knocked off. You can't do the bully shit for too long here. And in most places, right? Everybody's not scared of you, bro. Like, you think that because you act tough and you put that people are gonna be scared of you, or everybody ain't scared of you, bro. Like, you're not fooling nobody but yourself. Like, you're not fooling no bitches. All the bitches think is, if you smiling, if you sitting with this fake tough shit and you in public and you sitting there, people could tell when you faking and you putting on. All the bitches gonna think is, this nigga corny, like this nigga sitting here trying to act tough. And the real niggas gonna be like, look at this bitch ass nigga, I should pull his card. Because that's what real dudes do. They'll try to pull your card. When in certain scenarios in the real world, when you act like that, so you can act like that on the internet. When you act like that, real people will pull your card. That's what happened with these rappers all the time. You got these rappers who they fake gangster and they play gangster, like Tekashi 6ix9ine. They fake gangster and they play gangster on the internet, right? But real people want to see about you. Okay, because these niggas ain't got that's how they get their stripes. They live on that, right? They'll see about you. Look at what just happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine. All that talking, all that rah-rah shit, all that, I'm gangster, nigga, and this and that, and fuck this nigga, and going to people's hoods and all that shit, and got caught lacking with Daisy Dukes on and got a whole footprint up his ass. Embarrassed on the internet. This shit real out here, bro. So quit that fake tough guy shit. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Smile, bro. People like when people smile. I don't want to do business with fake niggas and niggas who think they tough all day and shit. I know, but come on, bro. Real gangsters smile, bro. That's the people you need to be scared of. The soft-spoken people. The people who don't rah-rah, switch growl and all that shit. That's the people you need to be scared of. The people smiling and soft-spoken. They smile and they soft-spoken for a reason, bro. That's not tough. Your facial expression don't make you tough. You know what makes you tough? Putting in work. Punching somebody in the mouth when they disrespect you. That's what makes you tough. I didn't say it makes you smart or it's the right thing to do, but that's what makes you tough. Combat, physical violence, that's what makes you tough. Not the look on your face. You see what I'm saying? And you got a lot of these guys giving advice to kids, thinking that they have to be this way, and you don't, bro. You see what I'm saying? You don't. Get off the internet and go live for real. And go see how much women love men who smile. Go see how real people love to be around joy. Smiling does not signify that you available. Smiling signifies that you happy and you have joy inside. And it's a magnet, and people want to be around happy, charming people. That's what people want to be around. People are drawn to that. People are drawn to people who smile and having a good time, who have inner peace. Men are drawn to it and women are drawn to it. You antisocial motherfuckers who've never been nowhere think that you have to act tough because you see a picture with Andrew Tate not smiling sometimes, or you may see a video with Andrew Tate with a scowl on his face. Andrew Tate smiles more than he frowns. You see what I'm saying? Smiling, a genuine smile is attractive and it's a magnet because people like joy. People are drawn to true joy and true peace. People are drawn to that. Don't nobody want to be around no motherfucking looking all face screwed up and all that shit. Like, you guys need to get the fuck on with that fake shit. And it's a lot of this shit in this red pill community too. A lot of these red pill dudes ain't what they say they is. They bitches run their lives. They won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. All they do is lift weights and, you know, pump steroids and think they tough. They're not tough, bro. You see what I'm saying? When you put on this fake tough drama and beef and all you attract is bad people and negative bitches. That's all you're attracting. But I'm gonna smile. If I feel like smiling, I'm gonna smile. And I wish a motherfucker would run up on me and try me. I just say that. Straight up. But y'all guys gotta stop being fooled by this fake internet bullshit, bro. And go live, man. Get out and live. This shit is a facade, man. These niggas is and not even like these people are like not who they say they are. They not. These people are not who they say they are. These people don't live like how they say they live. A lot of them don't even have pictures. Won't even put their pictures up. A lot of them. It's just talking shit that they think you want to hear to connect with you so they could sell you something. And I'm not saying I don't have a business with something to sell. I'm not saying that because I got something to sell too. Join the Players Club, by the way, playersclub.vip. I got something to sell, but I also provide my value daily. I get on this motherfucker and provide value for free daily. So don't talk shit about me because I got something to sell too. I got bills to pay and children to feed. And if I'm gonna be giving y'all game for free daily, all day, every day, that change your life, I need to be compensated for it. Period. You know, but you know, back to what I was saying. Don't be fooled by these fake, tough, fake alpha motherfuckers, bro. You know, people in the real world don't even talk like that. This alpha shit and all this fantasy pill shit, this is internet shit. People in the real world, like if you out mixing and mingling and you actually social and talking to people, they don't even talk like this, bro. Real movers and shakers, they don't talk like this. Alpo had 14 bodies and damn near every pic I've ever seen him in was smiling ear to ear. Yeah. Alpo was a vicious man. He was very vicious. All he did was smile and play all day. Man was very vicious. And that's what he got caught with. You know, rest in peace to him. You know, when you live by the gun, you die by it. But, you know, don't think that you have to look tough to for people to think you tough. The only way people are gonna think you tough if they've seen you in action. But you're not scaring nobody and you ain't faking nobody. I don't want to be portrayed as a tough guy. I don't want to live like that. I already did that shit before. That ain't cool. Violence. Let me tell you guys something too, man. Violence, whether you inflict it, whether you inflict violence onto other people or you have it inflicted onto you, either way is traumatizing. You understand what I'm saying? Either way is traumatizing. So you guys think you want to seem violent and learn how to fight, and you're supposed to learn how to defend yourself. Don't get it twisted, but you don't want to be tough, bro. Tough comes with a lot of mental problems. Tough, violence, and that's the only way that people are gonna think you tough, if you know how to, be violent. But nobody thinks you're tough, bro, because you say the wildest shit on the internet. You just nah, bro. Come on, get the fuck out of here. Shout out to Dennis for the $2 super chat. When you walk on, I don't know. I can't read that, bro. I ain't even finna make myself get a headache to read that. But I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. But yeah, man. How do you tell what's fake? Solutions. People who give you solutions, real solutions. People who, if you take somebody's advice, right? So let's say you're looking at the content creators. Read what people are saying about them. And not only what people are saying about them, read what people are saying their advice did to them. Because I can come preach you a lot of bullshit, and if you're just a drama, negative, misery person, you're going to be like, oh, King Dre is the best. But listen to the people that say, yo, your advice actually helped me change my life. Look at that, right? And then look at their advice. A lot of the times fake people don't give solutions. A lot of the time it's regurgitated rhetoric that really means nothing. That's almost like doesn't even make sense. Like, let's read this again. Man said, hold up, let me find it again. Y'all make sure y'all go like the video. Like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment too. Make sure y'all go drop a comment. Let me find this again. Bruh said, quit smiling like an idiot. Smiling communicates availability. That don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense. And also check the background of some of the people that you talk to. That's another thing. Check their backgrounds. What do other people say about them? What do their peers say about them? You understand what I'm saying? Quit smiling like an idiot. Like this, dude, come on, bro. Nothing wrong with learning martial arts. Of course it's not. You should always be able to defend yourself. But the people who know martial arts and will fuck you up, they smile. They smile, bro. They smile and they have a good time. I've been becoming better since I started using your advice. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's how you know somebody's real and who's fake. What to say to a woman who's matched on Tinder and responds to my date invite? My dad will go nuts if I date a black guy. Is that for real? My dad will go nuts if I would say some shit like, what kind of nuts you like? Because he just gonna have to go nuts, as long as he ain't allergic to them. Is he allergic to peanuts? Because that'll suck for him. I would say some shit like that, but I would also stay away from women like that. Nothing. I wouldn't take a woman like that serious. I would be wary of dealing with women like that come from backgrounds like that. That didn't keep it moving, but yeah. How many women is too much? That's up to you to decide. So everybody have one is too much for me right now. Well, what I have going on in my life, one is just enough for me. Before it was 5. I done been 10, 15. It just depends, bro. It just depends on how much you can handle. Every man is different. You shouldn't live your life based on the way somebody else is living their life, because y'all don't have to take the same type of capacity. Y'all don't have the same level of energy. Y'all don't have the same things going on. Dan Bilzerian makes a living doing what he do, so he could date 40 bitches at one time. You can't do that. You got a job and bills to take care of and shit. You know what I'm saying? You only got so much energy, you know, especially if you're trying to come up. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Fresh. Fresh can afford to sit back and date a different bitch every day. He got the capacity to do that. He on already. You know? I couldn't do that no more. I can do that when I was 25. Right now, I can't do that no more. I don't have the energy or the mental capacity to even if one get too much, I will go into monk mode again. I told her it would be our secret. I won't tell him. Yeah, just tell her, man, I hope he ain't allergic to peanuts then. You know? King Drea handles extremely deep topics using verbiage and real world experience. Absolutely, I do. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Is it a red flag when a woman asks, what do you do for a living before y'all even eat? A link, she's 41. Old women, that's what they do. Older women, that's what they do, bro. I wouldn't say it's a red flag, but it is very off-putting. But that's just how like older women, yeah, I think she's 41, so her parents are probably boomers, and her people who taught her are probably, you know, she Generation X. Well, yeah, she's 41, she Gen X. So the people that raised her were boomers, and that's the way women did it back then. They wanted to know what the fuck you did so they don't waste their time. Y'all think that modern women is just about resources and this and hypergamy and all this shit. Women been about your motherfucking money. Women been about your money, bro. Straight up. And that was actually first. What do you do? You see what I'm saying? What do you do? Because I need to be able to realize, you know, if I put my energy and my time into you, that I'm going to be able to be comfortable. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how older women are. I say that. Asking what you do and lots of questions, but she's divorced 3 times and got 4 kids. Yeah, that's a bad deal. 3 times? Divorced 3 times? It's not a good deal. That's not a good deal, bro. Especially being divorced. That's a lot of trauma. If it was just like, oh, I had 3 boyfriends before, like I was in a relationship, we broke up, but like divorces, like where you vow before God, hey, through thick and thin and shit, and that shit still don't work. And then the trauma that comes with divorce itself and the stress and all this shit, bruh, it's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. As a former street dude, do you think Trav was wrong for taking a stand against Taxstone? I think Troy's right. Is he a snitch? He's definitely a snitch. So if ands about it, but buts about it. But I mean, if that's what he want to do with his life, that's what he want to do with his life. He definitely a snitch, though. You know, it's just, you know, now you want to know the streets is a myth, but you know, 6 months before that, you was wearing hats that say "Make water whip great again." You was promoting that shit. You know, but then when you get in some real shit, now it's a myth. Now when you get into when you get to the real shit, you know what I'm saying? With bodies is dropping and shit, and you seeing niggas die, and you in the middle of it, and niggas is trying to kill you. Now the streets a myth now, but you was streets when everything was all good. You know, that's just an excuse to snitch, bro. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm a civilian, so I'm all for, you know, keeping the streets clean by any means, if that makes sense. But you know, if I did a crime, I would do my time, bro. It's just me. You understand? Do you think dealing with a girl right now who says she is accustomed to dealing with older guys than me, but now she wants to date someone more in her age range? Me, anything I should look out for? You're not her type. You're not her type. You're a rebound. when they break up from their guy, when they stop dealing with a guy, they look for the complete opposite of, because they don't want anything to do that reminds them of that guy. So if you know you a bitch, or you know you ain't solid, if your girl fucking with somebody, it's gonna be a player ass dude. But if you know you a player ass dude, if you know you have certain qualities and you and your girl break up, she more than likely gonna be dealing with the opposite of you. Because anything that reminds her, anything that reminds her of you, she don't want to deal with, whether it's the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, any of this shit. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta yeah, that ain't good, bro. That's not good. That's not good. You're not her type, really. And again, she's dated, so she just got off from somebody that was older, who either did her wrong or whatever, and now she just want to get her confidence back up with you. That's basically what it is. So once she get her confidence back up with you, she basically gonna go back to what she know and go back to what she like. How to spot women in their whole phase. You mentioned how you can recognize it when you see them. I'm nowhere near ready for something serious, to be honest. All right, I got a course called How to Vet Women Properly. You should go get that course at SaverBroAcademy.com. I would say this: watch Fresh and Fit, and there's another podcast that's like it called the Whatever Podcast or something. Pay attention to the women on there. Pay attention on the women in that. But I go real deep into that. And I got a course called How to Vet Women Properly. You know, but some things that you could look out for is the way that women dress, the way that they dress. If women are dressed to attract sex, if women are dressed to attract sexual attention, they're more than likely in that element or in that phase of their life. That don't mean they want to sleep with you though, or they gonna sleep with him, him, and him. But they're trying to attract men sexually, whatever men that they may like. You understand what I'm saying? That's the best way to tell. Like basically how a woman is, you know, how a woman is carrying herself, how she's dressed, what she's doing, where she's spending her time. The course was impeccable, highly recommended for sure. That course is worth it. How to Vet Women Properly. It damn sure is. Didn't How to Vet Women Properly course go away? I think it did. I have to check. I don't even think it's for sale, to be honest. Listen, I don't put my courses for sale like that. So just so y'all know, my courses don't be for sale like that. You can go buy Attraction 101 right now. That's probably about it. My shit too good to be just sitting on the shelf like that, bro. I'm sorry. My shit is way too good. My shit is way too good to be just sitting on the shelf like that. Tattoos and piercings. The tattoos and piercings, I go into that deep in that course, but the tattoos and piercings don't necessarily represent an active hoe or a woman who's active in a phase, but it represents that there's more than likely have been one at some point in her life. And not necessarily piercings, especially like earrings and maybe a nose ring or a little cheek thing or something like that, but like excessive, yeah. And not even tattoos that much, because tattoos have become a trend. So women will go get little cute tattoos, but I'm talking about the women who tat it with neck tattoos and arm tattoos and sleeves and tattoos all on their titties. Listen, tattoos hurt, bro. I'm a man. Tattoos hurt. So any woman who can like sit there for all that shit all the time like that, something ain't right. But it's definitely a good indicator of where she's been. But it's not gonna tell you if she's active right now. But women in whole phases, they move certain times. They even walk different than most women. You see what I'm saying? They have a women with in whole phases, they're like always in sexy mode. They're trying to get sexual attention, so they're in sexy mode. They walk like it. They have sexual energy. They like have sex appeal. But let's go on to misery. Let's talk about misery, right? Misery loves company. And this has a lot to do with the fake tough guy shit. But I want you guys to be wary of miserable people. So I'm gonna talk about miserable people, miserable content creators, and then your girl's miserable friends and parents and shit like that. So let's break all this down. Right? There's a lot of content creators who come from a world of misery. They don't know what it's like to come from a loving environment, whether that loving environment was their home, coming up as a child, or a relationship that was loving. They don't know what that feels like. So it's a bunch of misery. And they put out content so you can be miserable with them. Misery can't survive on its own. The best thing that to happen to misery was the internet. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to people's content. Listen to the things that they're saying. Listen to the message. If it's rooted in negativity or hate or disdain or contempt, listen to it. All of that are symptoms of misery. I'm not talking about black and white facts. Hey, listen, if you do this, if your girl don't respect you, she can't love you. That's not hate. That's matter factual. Hey, this is what it is. But women can't do this, or women can't love, or women don't have value, or it's no purpose in getting married. Single mothers this, and just content that's come from that seeks to bash or destroy or tear down, whether it's men or women. This guy's a simp, and he's a simp, and he's a cuck, and he's a white knight. This is all this shit is just misery, bro. And they try to reduce people to be where they're at because misery can't thrive on its own. So you have to be mindful. Listen to the shit that you're listening to. And a lot of the times, these people are coming from a place of misery. The bitches in their life have treated them like shit. Period. They didn't win with women. Their mother treated them like shit. The women in their family treated them like shit. Their mother abandoned them. And this is the type of shit that they make. This is why they feel the way that they feel about women and people. They can't even compare. If I say something like, it's okay to be in a healthy relationship. It's okay to validate your girl. It's okay to love your girl and do things for your girl, so long as you're not putting her on a pedestal and blah 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 blah. Oh, you're a simp. That's a simp. They can't even fathom the idea that can, like, a man and a woman can coexist peacefully and love each other healthy. They can't even fathom that because they've never experienced it. They've never seen it. They've never seen it with their father, and they never seen it with their mother ever. And so they don't know it. All they know is misery. Just listen to it. Anything that seeks to, whether it's men, women, the society, America is a piece of shit. All these people talking about America ain't shit, ain't doing shit to change it, but complaining, destroying it, just cancerous. But listen to the content and you can see what it is. Now, again, it's different. It's a difference from warning you about making dumb decisions, but even then there will be solutions. I give you solutions. So I may say something negative that a woman do, but I teach you that, and I teach you the solutions to how to avoid it or how to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. My content don't come from a negative place because overall, women have not treated me bad. Women have treated me great. I'm the one that was the dirt bag. Now, have I got my fucking heart handed to me, chewed up by a woman or two or three in my life? Of course, anybody has. That's just the disappointment that comes with a human being. But I know what the love from a woman looks like. I know that women will walk to the moon and bring it to you with a bicycle strapped on their back with flip-flops on in the name of love. I know this because I've seen it. Not literally the moon, but you get what I'm saying. I've seen women go to the ends of the earth for me to love them and treat me like I'm the only person that will ever exist. I've experienced that over and over and over and over again, right? I've also seen the bullshit women that come with women too. However, my content is not, this is why you guys, oh, I like you. You don't bash women. You not like this. They be bad. I don't have to bash women because I love my mother. My mother treated me well. She disciplined me when I fucked up. I got the business. But my mom treated me well. She treated me very well. She instilled confidence in me. She taught me things. I had the best shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't have this. The women in my family treated me well. My aunties treat me well. My sisters and cousins treat me well. You understand? And they taught me to not allow women to mistreat me. So I don't come from a negative place with my content. Even though I may highlight negative things that women do to you guys, and I teach you how to get around it or how to kill it or how to sidestep it. But it's not women aren't shit and women don't deserve shit and women ain't shit and they this and that and you know, all this old crazy shit, right? I don't feel like that. But that's the misery. And a lot of these people are preaching you misery, and it's affecting your dating life. It is affecting the way that your relationships. You don't know how many times people have come to me and said, man, that red pill shit fucking my shit up, bro. Please help me fix this shit. That shit ruined my relationship. I ain't never seen nobody ever say, I took some advice from Afi Kingdom and that shit fucked my relationships up. I took some advice from Mr. Lucario. That shit fucked my relationship up. I ain't never heard nobody say that. I ain't never heard nobody say, man, you know, your shit ain't working. I listened to your shit. That shit fucked my shit up ever. But I've heard, man, that red pill shit fucked my several times, bro. I'm gonna start putting this shit on my Instagram when people come to me saying that. Cause y'all think I be lying. You see what I'm saying? But all that negativity is doing is you internalizing it, and it's making you miserable. And that misery is radiating, bro. And you turning everybody off. You all in the name of the truth. It's the truth. That shit ain't no fucking truth. That shit is people who were bitter because they got the shit into the stick, came together, and this is their opinions now. You understand what I'm saying? But pay attention to miserable people, man. Miserable content. People, things that want to keep you miserable, because you're not going to be able to thrive in misery. And remember, the symptoms of misery, when you hear hate, when you hear contempt, when you hear attacks, when you hear somebody trying to bring somebody down, when you hear somebody trying to hurt people, insult people, when you hear content that's insulting people, men or women, that comes from a miserable place. Bullies are miserable. People on the internet that bully people and talk shit to people, miserable. You have never seen a successful, happy person who get into a bag that has a happy relationship say negative things about people and nobody comments ever. It's always miserable, nameless people who don't even have a picture saying the most craziest shit. These are miserable people. And to the guy earlier, this is what I was telling you. Don't even worry about haters if you have nothing to teach from or gain from or get no money from, because they're miserable. You understand? Now, let's get on to the as far as the misery go, right? You have to understand that there's miserable people in your women's ear. This is important, right? I ain't gonna say most women, but there's a lot of women who've never experienced love from a man, right? They've never experienced a loving environment. Just like a lot of these content creator dudes, they've never experienced that. Their whole life has been getting taken advantage of or used and abused and shit. There's a lot of women like that too, because men ain't, women be on some bullshit, but it's men be on some bullshit too. I know some bullshit niggas. I know some dirtbag dudes, bro. I know some dirtbag dudes. I know a lot of dirtbag dudes. I know a lot of dirtbag women too. But there's women who have dedicated their whole lives to a man and only to get nothing but hurt. So they don't know that love exists. They don't know that compatibility exists. They don't know that chemistry and mutual attraction and healthy relationships exist. And they will teach your girl, they will plant seeds in your girl's head that no, something is wrong with him. Be careful, girl, because there's always a hook. Be careful. It seems good right now, but it's gonna turn on you. You see what I'm saying? Women, your girl's friends, even her parents and mothers, especially these older women, because older women, let me tell you something about older women. Before social media, this is why I don't really date like super older women like that or fuck with them. Because before social media, women did not date around, like they didn't have the availability of the hundreds of options like that. Like they didn't have that. And so a lot of women stuck, like just dealt with one dirtbag dude all their life. A lot of them. And a lot of them don't know that there's better out there for them or other guys because they don't have access to this shit. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have access to the internet. So you young kids, all of you used to the internet and being interconnected with everybody. But the world wasn't like this 20 years ago. I'm 30, I'll be 39. The world wasn't like this 20 years ago. So a lot of women, they don't know what a good dude looked like because when the dude shit on them, they went to the club, met another dude who shit on them, and they just gave up. Right? They couldn't go in their DMs and there's 100 dudes to pick for and shit. And they have this abundance mindset to where, like, you know what? I'm gonna find me a good man. And so a lot of the older women gave the younger women bad advice, miserable advice. This is why a lot of young women think the way that they think, like dudes ain't shit. You got to get yours and this and this and this and this and that. And these dudes gonna get you and this and this and that. And they come out young talking this shit because older women taught them that, because older women don't know better. The older women don't know what good dudes look like. They used to being used and abused. And these are the people who teaching your girl, her mama, her aunties. So you got to see what type of people around her, bro. If you got a decent girl, you got a good girl with a good head on her shoulders, you got to make sure the people around her solid. And if they not, I don't want to say isolate them, but you might want to make sure that, you spitting some real game in your girl ear so she can understand what is and what ain't. Or it's just maybe you best not even deal with that chick, because if she keep listening to them, it's going to poison them. The brain don't work the way we would like it to work. We would like to be able to just be able to filter out information and the brain don't work like that. The more a woman tell your girl, well, he can be doing this better. If she told her that every day, your girl gonna start to believe that, despite how good you treating her. Despite how good you treating her, she gonna start to believe that shit. That's just the way the brain works, bro. That's why you have to be mindful again what you taking in, men and women. You got to be mindful of what you taking in. If I told you you ain't shit every day, if every day I text you, you ain't shit, you a piece of shit, and you read it every single day, in 90 days, you're going to start to be like, well, you start to doubt yourself a little bit. I don't care how solid you think you are. If you read that every day and then you don't have nothing else to follow up, somebody coming back saying, no, you are great. That's all you read every day. You're going to start to believe it. So your girl, bro, got negative people in her ear. And, sometimes it's intentional, but sometimes it's not intentional. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes people are consciously miserable and they want you to be miserable with them. That happens, right? But sometimes your girl auntie don't know. They gave up. One dude broke their heart and they gave up because they don't have the options. It's older women, 40 plus, 50 plus, that don't even date and they won't date anymore ever, because they opted out of that shit. And so they do the career thing and they do the this and well, it's just, when you see the women, and women are starting to find out how bullshit that shit was, right? A lot of the women that's 30 mid 30s, they starting to find out how bullshit that advice was that they got from women who failed. You see what I'm saying? Because the women before them told them, no, listen, I'm telling you, focus on your school. These men don't mean no good. Girl, get you a fucking degree because these men ain't shit. That comes from them not having access to good men. They don't even have the capacity to understand that good men even exist, because all they dealt was failure. And I'm not saying like making nobody right or wrong for that, because like I said, there's a lot of bullshit dudes out there. A lot. I used to be one of them. You understand what I'm saying? So, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? And you make sure you gaming your girl up and teaching her this type of shit. It's what the game for. Thank God my mom and grandmother never talked negatively to me about men, for sure. For sure. Be happy and smile. Be happy and smile. I was just talking about that. Be happy and smile. Definitely dated someone whose parents was extremely negative towards her emotionally, and it broke our relationship apart, for sure, bro. A person's system, a person's support system around them, if it's not positive, it's gonna have an effect on your relationship. It'll definitely have an effect on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Now, let me read some of these comments before we go on. I'm gonna talk about this and get up out of here. If you guys have got any questions before I get started, put them down in the chat. I'm gonna talk about one more thing and I'm gonna get up out of here. Howdy, all from ONT. Shout out to Silent Walk. Shout out to you, bro. Water break. Everybody like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell that we can get this good player shit fresh off of the press. Go join me. Follow all my social media platforms on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. KINGDREISM, King Dreism. That's where all the short form game is at. Go follow me on those, and you can see my tweets and other random shenanigans that I think of throughout the day, tidbits of game on Twitter. So follow me there, and also join the Players Club, playersclub.vip, my private exclusive men's community. Join my private exclusive men's community. Chop up game with like-minded guys, exclusive videos, group setting. You can ask questions in the group, and also you get direct access to me. And you meet with me twice a month. Dealing with a girl now who has shared a lot of personal information about herself early on. For example, trauma just a couple weeks in. What's your views on this? I don't really have any views on it. Just depends on what the trauma is. Be more specific. Be more specific. Dre, once your book is released, can I get it signed from you? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. In contrast, was dealing with a girl before who was extremely quiet, private, which is not the norm for women, as they usually like to talk about themselves. What is your take on this? Your shit is vague, bro. I don't really have a take on it. Quiet. Some women are quiet, some women are not. You got to be more, Mario, you got to be more specific and more thorough. Your questions be really vague, but let's talk about compatibility. So one of these red pill nerds, right? He shall remain nameless. He's a content creator that shall remain nameless. When the miserable hater guy from Twitter, I think it was. The miserable hater guy, shout out to G. Williams for the $10 super chat. Came in this late, but I'll catch the replay. Definitely catch the replay. I appreciate you. Catch the replay on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. The replay will be available to you. I'm on all platforms, everything. Also, two guys that the podcast, I'm supposed to do the last podcast, a podcast last Friday and release one, but I got sick. So we coming with it this Friday. So yeah, one of the nerds, one of the red pill nerds was a hater. You could tell he was hating. Just a player hater, red pill nerds, because I've come in this space and shit on some of that bullshit, and in doing so, got my numbers way the fuck up. You understand? Because people are ready for real shit. You understand? People are waking up to that bullshit. But I asked a question on my Twitter because I wanted to post it to Instagram. So a lot of the times what I do, because I don't have a big following on Twitter at all. So what I'll do is I'll post a question on Twitter, screenshot it, and then put it on Instagram and TikTok where I have more engagement to get a conversation going. And so I asked, if you had a woman who was, if you had a woman who was, she meets your needs, she's compatible, she has a low body count, she doesn't club, she don't have toxic female friends, she's not attention whoring on social media, she's cooperative, submissive, but she has kids, will you still take her, will you still be in a serious relationship with her? So that was the question that I asked. And I asked that question on Twitter, but I screenshot it, and my purpose was to screenshot it and put it on Instagram. The shit kind of went like little mini, 28,000, 30,000 people saw it or whatever on Twitter, right? And so one of the hater guys said something like, I don't know what he said. I forgot at this point. But the hater guy, the anonymous fake tough guy hater guy, was followed by one of these red pill creators who shall remain nameless, right? It's a content creator just struggling, right? Because all he's doing is regurgitating negative bullshit. It's not his own ideas. It's not his experiences and shit. So he's having a hard time, right? So what I did was, what he did was he used that opportunity. And this dude knows who I am, by the way. Ben know who I am because of the people that the few people that I do associate myself with. He kind of floats around these people, so he knows who I am. We've been on the same panels and all type of shit before. We've been in the same back end webinars and all type of shit. So the dude know who I am. So he used this opportunity to, I guess, expose his hate, right? His haterism. Everybody know this dude is a hater. That's why his shit didn't grow. Listen, if you're a hater, you're not gonna prosper. When you hate on other people and you got other people dick in your mouth and nuts on your chin all the time, when you hating on other people, you're never gonna prosper like that, right? Drama is only gonna get you so far, especially amongst men. Now, if you want to start like a gay or like with women and shit like that, you want to hate and shit, women love shit like that. They'll eat that shit all day. But amongst men, you're not gonna get far doing that. It's just a little game for you. But I put that out. And so this is what this dude says. Let me see. Let me find it. Go like the video, guys, too, by the way. Like the video. Make sure you guys like the video. Let me make sure. Let me find it. So this dude, I put out that, right? I put out that. This is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious. Wait, where is it at? Come on, baby. Come on. I know I can find it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So I put out the question so I could put it on my Instagram, right? So I could get a discussion. Listen, and get discussions and engagements, it boosts your page in the algorithm. You get more views. And it's also good to have these discussions amongst the community so we can be respectful of one another. We can learn from one another. That's why I do shit like that. So put it on Instagram, but the Twitter shit happened, right? So I entertained a little Twitter shit, right? And so this hater comes out of the woodworks because of this anonymous fake tough guy hater. So now he feels bold enough to say something now because he's not the only one. See, if you have a problem with somebody, don't wait until somebody else attacked them so you can have a group. If you got a problem with somebody, if you have L in your heart about somebody, say something to them by yourself, right? But so he waits until shit comes out, and this is what he says. He retweeted that, and he said this about my tweet. He says, "Men have been raised to be defective women." Example number 232. He said this guy has a bullet point list. So men in the red pill community think that if you make a bullet point list about your preferences or standards or your business goals or whatever, that it's feminine, right? This is what he's saying. I'm defective. I'm a defective woman because I asked the question and I listed a bunch of standards that men say they want, right? In a checklist style, like A, B, C, D, you know what I'm saying? And this is what he says: men have been raised to be defective women. Example 232, the bullet list, the bullet point list. Now, this dude has never said anything. He got the balls when he saw other anonymous, insignificant haters saying shit about what I tweeted, this list, this thing that I tweeted. And so then he says, this is what he says. And this is going into my point about compatibility. I wanted to use this not to like beef, but I wanted to, I'm using this to teach you guys about why these guys lose so much with women. This is why they lose. This is what he said about my question. If a woman meets your needs, and you're compatible, she has a low body count, the friends, the this. She checks these boxes. He says, no man uses his checklist when he picks a girl. First of all, grown women, grown women, because they act like women, but grown men don't, grown mature men, like real grown men, not guys who like never got no pussy and deal with women. I don't like it. It almost feels weird to refer to women as girls, or to even use the word girls in a sexual tone, or a fucking a dating type of tone. Like that's just almost a little pedophilia-ish to me, just me. You know, it sounds a little statutory, grapey, R. Kelly vibes to me. That's just me. I may be wrong. If I'm, if I'm tripping, let me know in the comments. I can accept if I'm tripping or not. But I don't, when I talk, I say women, because I date women. I don't fuck with girls. But so he says, no man uses checklist when he picks a girl. It's a simple process. And this is his simple process, he says. Is she hot enough? Have we had sex yet? After a few months, will she cry because I haven't told her I loved her yet? And do I feel bad and go with it because she's been great this whole time? This is how they pick girls. And this dude was dead ass serious. This dude was dead ass serious. I thought he was trolling at first. He said, this is how men pick girls. And my response was, no, this is how dumb it. This is why y'all are on the internet crying right fucking now. This is why the red pill, listen, this is how high school kids who don't get pussy date. Is she hot, right? Is she hot enough? What else he said? Have we had sex yet? Did she cry because I didn't tell her I love her? And has she been, do I feel bad and go with it because she was good? This is how they picking their women to invest in. All of your hard-earned money, all of your hard-earned fucking resources, all of your energy. The person you pick to date and be with, this is what you go based on. And do you wonder why bitches don't ever love you? Women don't respect you. Women cheat on you and dog you the fuck out. Because that's your only criteria for a woman to come inside of your life and be inside of your space. That's the only criteria you have for a bitch to get next to you and get access to you. And they fail, right? Because it's clearly a dumb decision, and they get on the internet preaching bullshit based on their failures. But they will write books and preach this shit. This dude said, this is how a man picks his girl. Is she hot enough? And did she have sex with me yet? This is how they pick women. And they dead ass serious. This dude's a dead ass serious. That's crazy. This is why women are fleecing you. This is why women ain't shit now. Because you don't vet women. You don't make sure you're compatible. You don't, and this same dude got a video. This same dude has a video somewhere. I'm not even gonna say where, saying, how do you deal with a girl who's keep going out with her friends or that wants to go on girls trip? If he had any sense, or no, he says, how do you deal with your girlfriend? How to deal with your girlfriend wanting to go on girls trips or go out with her girlfriends? You know why he's even in that position? Because all you care about is, do she look good? And did we have sex yet? You didn't have common sense enough to say, I met this bitch at a bar drinking. and you think that you can get into a relationship and now you want to learn how to try to figure out how to deal with her. No, goofy ass fool. You shouldn't be fucking with the bitch in the first place if you don't like her going on girl trip. No, goofy ass fool. You shouldn't be fucking dealing with no bitch that go to out and party if that's not what you like. Goofy ass fool. But since you don't have standards, you put yourself in dumb situations and set yourself up for failure. And then you try to change people and they get mad at a bullshit bitch because she don't want to change. You try to put lipstick on a pig and get mad that the pig want to be a pig and it's resenting you for trying to make it a lady. This is the red pill bullshit that I be talking about. Listen, fellas, compatibility is everything. It's not about how good a bitch look. Yeah, you got to be attracted to a woman. You're supposed to be attracted to your woman. No, hands down. But if you prioritize dumb shit like that, you're going to continue to get the misery that these red pill guys preach day in and day out. Motherfucker, do you have the energy to, what if she's an extrovert? Do you have the energy to meet her needs because she wants to be out socializing, trying restaurants and shit? What if you don't have the energy for that? What if you're an introvert? Or what if she's an introvert, right? And you like to go out and about and she don't? It's going to be hard for you guys to meet each other's needs, right? What if her love language is she likes to be told how beautiful she is? What if you have a hard time doing that? Compatibility is everything, guys. When you're picking long-term partners and long-term mates, make sure you're compatible first. Compatibility is every fucking thing. What if, right? What if her sex drive is higher than yours, right? And in order to feel love, she needs sex. But what if you don't have the right type of sex drive? Or what if you got a hiatal hernia and you suffer from acid reflux and you don't even be in the mood like that? You guys are not going to be incompatible because she going to feel like you don't love her. Even though everything that you've done, you take her out, you do all this shit, but she ain't even hearing you. She don't even receive that because that's not the way she like to be loved. Compatibility is every fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? Compatibility is everything. And I don't give a fuck what none of these dudes tell you. None of these, they don't have the backgrounds to prove, to substantiate none of this shit that they talk about, most of them. You feel what I'm saying? Compatibility is everything. It's not just all about, does she look good? Is she hot? That's how a man picks the girls. And it was dead serious. That blowed my mind, bro. But then this is why they get what they get. This is why their content is rooted in misery, because this is how they pick their women. It don't have nothing to do with compatibility. These motherfuckers don't even think. These motherfuckers don't even have the common sense to think, if I met her at a party or a club, maybe this is what she likes to do. No. Is she hot? Did she have sex with me? Did she cry because I told her I didn't love her yet? These are the same dudes that'll tell you don't express yourself to a woman. These are the same dudes who teach you, listen, all this red pill shit, a lot of this red pill shit is basically to teach you to be tolerable, right? To women who don't even like you. It's teaching you how to oppress women, impress women who are only using you for a placeholder anyway. Teach you how to be fake. It teaches you how to be fake and suppress yourself. Because if you say, express how you feel, this girl is going to run away and be unattracted to you. A woman who loves you and wants you and craves you, she wants that from you, bro. That's what she wants from you. You don't have to do all that with a woman who genuinely likes you. But, you know, if a woman is just tolerating you, you have to walk on eggshells and you have to not say things because it's going to run her off and it's going to scare her and she ain't ready for all that yet. You understand what I'm saying? But these dudes is goofy as fuck, bro. This same fucking dudes got videos teaching you how to get out of the bullshit that you put yourself into by picking a woman because she's hotter. Is she hot? Have we had sex yet? That's how I pick my girl. Are you insane? So you mean to tell me you willing to let anybody in your house, anybody have access to your feelings and your energy? That's how goofy these dudes are, bro. The internet fake shit is what I'm talking about. They don't have real success, Anybody with something, anybody that's been there knows that you have to have something of value that's actually been outside in the world. They know what it's like, and so they understand. I need to vet people and make sure we gonna work before I allow them in my cipher. Picking women just because they hot is the dumbest shit in the world. That's stupid. You make sure you're attracted to a woman and make sure y'all chemistry is cool, attraction is there. However, compatibility is everything, bro. Are you going to drop the how to get over a woman breakup video? I remember you saying it would come out last week. Yeah, man. If you was listening, I got sick on Thursday, Friday. I was sick all weekend, and so I didn't get to record the podcast. But it'll be out Friday. I'll do it. I'll put it out Friday. A major issue the red pill community has are guys teaching other guys dating advice, things that they haven't experienced themselves. A lot of them dudes don't even live the shit that they be talking about. A lot of them dudes be telling you, don't date single mothers and be dating. They got single mother girlfriends. A lot of them dudes tell you, don't date a woman over 25 and a woman is 35. A lot of them dudes tell you, don't get married or they be secretly married. For facts, bro. A lot of these same red pill dudes don't get the vaccine. The vaccine is shit. I ain't get that shit either. But a lot of these dudes will tell you that shit, and they got that shit behind the scenes. I know I'm behind the scenes, bro. I know of a lot of these people. You see what I'm saying? They be on here like bullshitting, bro. Pulling wool over y'all eyes. That was the goofiest tweet I ever seen in my life, bro. And I wanted to put it on my Instagram, but I was like, I ain't gonna get this goofy ass dude no shine. But bro, that's the goofiest shit I ever. and to say that if you make a checklist of your standards and boundaries, that's somehow you a defective woman. Since when do successful men just go based on the way that they feel? Oh, is somebody hot or is it just right? Successful men don't do that. Real niggas don't do that. You understand? But compatibility is the most important piece of your relationship, bro. Because if you can't meet a person's needs, then it's not gonna work. You understand? You have to make sure you guys are both okay with sitting in the house and not doing nothing, or you guys are both okay. You guys, both of y'all like going out and exploring together and love traveling and shit. I had this girl, most women, this girl I used to deal with back like 10 years ago. I know, like, I just watch her and I'm like, she's not compatible. They're not going to last with this girl. And she's a perfect example of this. And I always say this when I see her. I used to deal with her. We used to get money together, and then we dated for a little bit, and that was it. But I always watch her relationships. And this girl is like a nomad, bro. It's like she doesn't like to stay in one place at the same time. Like, she likes to be out moving, traveling. She'll go backpacking India for fucking a month, and then she get like regular types of dudes, and then they try to make it work, and it never works because she get guys that's not on that type of shit. Like, when she met them, they was just normal, regular guys. And these guys think, well, is she hot? Have we had sex yet? And then they try to, get with this girl because she's nice to them and she, the sex is good and shit like that. But then it never works out at the end of the day. And they don't even realize that a woman who likes to move around is not stable anyway. And if she ain't stable in her life, she ain't stable in her fucking emotions. But the red pill don't teach you shit like that. They don't teach you to look out for compatibility issues like that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, this woman likes to move around a lot. So if she likes to move around a lot, she doesn't really value stability, right? And she don't value stability here. She's more than likely not stable here or here. But is she hot? Did we have sex yet? You see what I'm saying? And I just watched these guys over and over and over fail miserably with her. This woman needs a wild guy who's not stable, who likes to, live life on the edge. That's the type of man she don't know that she even need that. But that's the type of man that would be best for her. Her shit don't last 6 months to a year. I see her all the time with this girl. And I've been watching this for the last 10 years on Facebook with her. Too many YouTubers are just characters. Exactly. They are. I don't know about Stephen Cole. That's my little homie. I don't know about Stephen Cole. I don't know about them. I don't really watch too much of his content like that. But Steph is cold, my homie. I don't know about that. You got to chill with Steph. Bro. That's my little dog. It could be just a challenge for her when she gets the guy. She moves on. Hey everyone, hope all is well and productive. Just got in on my lunch break. Shout out to you, man. Go make that money. When men start making money for the next live show, I don't know what you're talking about, Casemiro. But anyway, guys, I'm taking questions. I'm about to get off of here soon. I'm going to take questions. But compatibility is make sure you guys are compatible in everything. And again, think about it. You know, when you meet a woman, like what she like to do, and she says, you know, I like to be out. I like to explore nature. If you're an introvert and you're not a social type of guy, then that ain't gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work for the long term. You understand what I'm saying? If you enjoy sitting in the house, quiet, peace and quiet, if you enjoy that type of shit and she do too, it's a match made in heaven. Big bro, I know you don't like when we shit on them, but these suckers is still in your game. They is, you know how they say how they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I don't know. I don't like that shit, bro. To be honest, shout out to AMS. I don't know how he deal. Like, I don't know how he deal with that, bro. Just like, you know, he came out to gate on some shit and just like people just like basically took his shit, wrapped it, and just went. I just don't understand that shit, bro. Like, not that I don't understand it, but that bothers me, bro, because I work hard for my shit. I work hard for my game. I went through hell and high water to be able to talk like this. Blood, sweat, tears, all that to be able to come out on how I am and spit this ism. I like walk through the fire for this, bro. And for somebody to just like take that shit and then repeat it like it's they shit, I don't like that shit, bro. They say it's the sincerest form of flattery, but that shit don't flatter me. That shit make me. I'm gonna start calling these motherfuckers out at some point. I try not to, you know, I try not to. I didn't come on the internet for beef and smoke, bro. I did that shit my whole life. I didn't come here for that. But it's just like no integrity. Like these motherfuckers will buy your course, and I know people's real names. Don't like I don't think I don't know. If y'all think I don't know the space that I'm in and the people that I'm around, just because I don't talk to you, I don't fuck with you. You think I don't know my competition in and out? You crazy if I don't know. You think I don't know y'all real names and shit, right? But and where y'all from and who y'all bitches is, if you have any. You're a fool if you think I don't know my arena that I'm in. I'm from the streets, bro. I had to be like that. So, but anyway, man, it's like these dudes will buy your course with their real name and shit, right? And then, okay, I could see if you buy my course, take the information, package it, and resell it. But they will literally take my shit and then do a free video about it, about something they saw in my course that don't be on YouTube, that nobody else have that type of information. They'll do that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. That ain't how you say that ain't, you know, could you sue them? I don't got the energy, the time to be suing nobody, bro. You know, but the thing is the thing though, when you do that, you ain't gonna never come up. So you just do it, but it just weirds me out. Like you be your own man, you have your own experiences, identity. You don't have to take from nobody else to eat, bro. You know, I work hard for my shit. You know, I went through a lot to be able to speak the shit that I'm speaking. I ain't take shit from nobody. You know, I maybe, if anything, you know, if anything, I maybe have you know, do some keyword research and see these are the top videos that people watching and talk about the same subject. But these motherfuckers will literally take my shit word for word, bro, like, and just like straight, like, it's just like, what the, for real? Like, where they do that at? But I don't know. It's offensive to me, honestly. It's offensive and it's disrespectful. So, but I don't know. But maybe one day I'll call that shit out. Who knows? Do you think real game in terms of strategy, unique identity, and charisma, aka needs a rebrand or rename since it has been bastardized by the PUA and Red Pill? I think so, but you can't. I don't think you can rebrand something because that ain't something that's supposed to be even branded in the first place. It's having game and all that. That ain't no brand, bro. You can't brand nothing like that, you know. But it has been bastardized by the red pill. The red pills, I like it more from the PUA guys because at least it's an optimistic spin on it. But that red pill damaged it, bro. That red pill shit killed the whole even idea what that is, bro. That's why I don't really fuck with that shit. And to the guys who are content creators, who are good people, who identify with that, because that has helped, you know, bring them to who they need to be and, you know, pull them out of the mud. Like, this ain't no shot at good people, because I have some good guys who identify with red pill and all this shit, who are good guys, so I fuck with behind the scenes. One of them is RP Thor. I really like that guy. You know, he's older, very masculine guy. I like him. He identifies with red pill and shit. I'm not talking about him when I talk about red pill shit, because he actually a real dude in real life. Thor is a real dude in real life. You understand what I'm saying? You know, certain guys I'm okay with. This ain't to everybody like, oh, all these red pill coaches is fake and bullshit. No, but you know, a lot of these guys are bullshit people. You know, and the game has been bastardized by, you know, culture vultures, basically. It has. And it's sad to see that. You know, it's a sad thing to see. You and AMS, the Jordan and the Kobe of dating content, everybody knows y'all really lived it. That's why the game is so TARIQ NASHEED is the Jordan, bro. I don't care what nobody say. People may not like him now because the type of shit he on now, but like I said last week, TARIQ NASHEED is the reason this whole even shit exists in the first place, even PUA and red pill. So, no, that's the Jordan, bro. I got to give him that. No, AMS to go too, but you know, I fuck with AMS shit, but nah, you gotta get that TARIQ NASHEED. When someone speaks with another person's talking points, people who pay close attention can tell it's always a watered down version of the original. Yeah. But that's why people like that never grow, they never prosper. So it is what it is. But I don't see how people do it. I don't see how people like are okay with that. You know, it's especially your original concepts and your original ideas and your original quotes that come from your heart and mouth and your experiences. Like, I done seen people like literally take something I say and like say it exactly the same as if they said. And then somebody will tell me I'm copying them. Like, fuck out of here. 95% of these dudes ain't never lived like that ever. They can't make their next move until you do. That's fire and facts. They need me. You know, maybe I should go on vacation. Look, watch when I go on vacation. But I put so much work out, all they got to do is dig through my content. Like, I'm telling you, it's people that like literally like say the exact same, like the exact same. Like, it's wild to me, bro. It's wild. I don't understand it. Now, that's the problem. If you give homage and pay whatever, cool, I fuck with it. That's why I like Lucario, bro. Lucario, when Lucario hears something from somebody, or he'll say, man, you know, shout out to this person. They said this, and you know, this is why this and this and this. I love Lucario, bro. That's why. You know what I'm saying? But if you take my shit and you use it, give me credit, bro. I'll give credit to dead people and shit. Shout out to Patrice O'Neal. Y'all take his shit and give credit to him. Give me credit. It's okay to say, yeah, man, I learned this from King Dre. I ain't ashamed to say I learned shit from TARIQ NASHEED. I learned a lot of shit from him. Not as far as like actually like the inner, like dealing with women and knowing how women, not that type of shit, but like the disrespect shit, the levels of disrespect shit, like how that, like putting that together like that, I learned that from him. You know, I just put my own spin on it and my own experience on it, and I, you know, gave it to you guys as the 10 levels of disrespect. But then I said, when I put that out, like, you know, shout out to TARIQ NASHEED, for the original. Like he's the original 7 levels of disrespect, you know, but that's from his era and his time. But I didn't realize, I know game, I know how to deal with myself, I know how to deal with bitches, but I never really was able to like pinpoint the exact steps in the way that women behave and how they get to. I never realized that until I listened to him, until I saw that. And that was one of the first videos I saw from him. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say I learned that from him, or that I learned something from him. You understand what I'm saying? Best game I've learned from you is to develop your own game. No one else has put it that way. Yeah, develop your own style, develop your own way of doing things. That's why I don't like to teach, like, do it like this, say it like this. I teach you guys what it is so you can develop your own shit around it, put your own spin on it, because that's your fingerprint, bro. And that's the thing where a woman will look at you and say, he's different. He's like no man I've ever seen in my life. Despite the things that I've learned from other men, bro, I've learned a ton of shit from a lot of men. That's what makes me a great leader now, because I've learned from people. People have taught me things, but I put my shit on top of it, and I go into it and I create my own shit based on my own experiences, and it come out my mouth, my way, from my heart and my motherfucking mind. They say, King Dre, you the motherfucking GOAT. The women say, I've never had a man like you ever. You're different. I know I'm different because I do what's in my heart, true to my heart. I don't copycat no other man. Listen, when you walk around this motherfucker a fraud and copycatting, one day your bitch gonna see the real person. And your bitch gonna say, I'd rather be fucking the real shit, not the copycat. Be yourself. Be authentic. It's okay to learn shit from people, but make it your, put your own shit on it, or give people credit. Credit is due. You see what I'm saying? Valuing yourself, man. I learned that, not learned it, because my mother taught me to value myself. But it didn't hit until I heard him talking about it, the real importance of a man. I think I first heard this, I was like 25 years old, and it changed my outlook on shit. I'm talking about TARIQ. Like, the value that men bring to society. I learned this in my early 20s, man. But my mom always told me to value myself. Don't let nobody disrespect you. Make people earn your presence, and to stay in yourself, to make sure people are earning their keep with you. You give, be a giver, but make sure people appreciate you. Make sure people are doing the things necessary to stay in your graces. Value yourself. Don't let nobody do you dirty, right? But the value of manhood, bro, I learned that from the TARIQ NASHEED. That changed my life. I don't have a problem with saying that, or giving him his flowers, or giving him his credit. 24, 25 years old, learning that, like, damn, and that helped me move in a way, on some manhood shit. It helped me not have a million baby mamas. It helped me not, like, waste away my manhood on bullshit because I'm not valuing it. So I learned a lot of shit from dude. I learned a lot of shit from a lot of people. I learned a lot of shit from a lot of people. Not necessarily so much in this space in modern times, right? Because I don't really watch dating content like that, or really never really did. And by the time I start like really listening to TARIQ NASHEED, like really like paying attention, he'll start venturing off to like, to the more of the hitting colors and all that not bullshit, but all that shit. But here, I don't know. Let's see if I don't know. I don't too much learn from people now, right? Not that I can't learn from people, because I can learn from people all the time. But there's no content creator that's said anything that I didn't already know, I haven't heard before. Maybe yeah, I don't know. Maybe Lucario. Maybe, you know what? Look, let me tell you one thing about Lucario, because Lucario's, and this is why I like Lucario. Lucario's style is so different from mine. Like, Lucario has a different style. But what I did learning from listening to Lucario sometimes is that, not that it's more than one way to skin a cat, because you always know that, but he put something in perspective for me. Like, instead of trying to like play a numbers game to where it's like, I mean, he played a numbers game, but instead of trying to like, you know, put your bid in and you know, put the game down on this one, that one. Like, his style made me realize that, because it works for him. Like, Lucario is if Lucario messaged a woman on a dating app and she don't cooperate, he gonna unmatch her right then and there. Right? Me, that's not my style. But that put into perspective to me that, you know, a lot of the times women are just fucking, bro. And not that I didn't know that, but it's like, learn to see and separate who fucking and who ain't. Because a lot of the times women are just fucking, and a lot of the times women ain't just fucking and they ain't on that. You see what I'm saying? And again, not that he taught me that, but listening to him and the way that he do things, and the way that I may do things, or the way that AMS may do things, or the way that Afi may do things, is completely different. And his style works for the women that's just fucking. And that's who he go after. He don't worry about nothing else. He's not worried about trying to convince no bitch and put no game on no bitch or raise no bitch interest. If the bitch ain't fucking, she out. And that's based on the way that his life is set up. He got a wife and he got a girlfriend. So he ain't got time to be, you know, doing all that. I learned stuff like that, like different perspectives, and it make me look at things a little bit more differently. But as far as like learning game from anybody, like in today's time, there's nothing that I haven't really heard before or experienced before, if that makes sense. Now, I've learned money and marketing from people. I've learned, content strategy and shit like that. But as far as like women, no. So I can appreciate you giving credit to Tariq, man. A collab between y'all would be fire. Man, I'm trying to figure out how to write him an email to thank him how much he changed my life first still, bro. You know, with Tariq, and I talked about this before. I did a video about this before, but when I first started listening, like, he was the first person that made me want to like not be in the streets no more. Because I didn't see like what I didn't see successful black men. And remember, this is pre-social media. Like, this is pre. I mean, you have MySpace, but it's different. Social media wasn't what it is now. And so you only know what you've seen. And I hadn't seen a successful black person that didn't sell drugs, play sports, or was a rapper. You know of them, you hear of them, and the men in my family are like regular middle class people, like just regular, like my mom, my aunt's husband and uncles. They just like regular middle class guys, like regular guys. But I'm talking about successful, rich and shit. I only knew how to get it in certain ways. You see people real estate, this and this and that. But in my mind, I don't have access to that shit. That shit ain't for me, right? But this was the first time I saw a person actually like on the internet, like doing his thing and shit. That shit amazed me. And he would be talking about valuing yourself as a man and not wasting your shit away in the streets and on bullshit and shit like that. And like actually loving yourself and valuing yourself and treating yourself like that and holding yourself to a certain standard and not dealing with bullshit bitches and shit like that. Well, I learned that lesson the hard way before I even listened to him. But, he would be talking about shit like that, just wanting to better yourself, bro. Like, and that's something that I never really heard before, like that, on that level, from a person that's successful. And that he sparked the brain he sparked in me he planted the seed that said, I'm better than this, bro. Like, as a black man, I'm better than just selling drugs and doing bullshit and fucking partying and fucking hoes. Like, I have more value than this. And I started to search for it. Like being a fucking rapper or fucking being a street dude. I have more to say than that. I have more to give. I have more to offer. He planted that seed, listening to him. You see what I'm saying? So I will never talk shit about him, despite the, you know, what if I agree with what he talk about now or not or whatever, and I fuck with him still. But you know, I never talk shit about him. He was, and I never met him, but he was like a mentor to me, who changed my life. But yeah, that collab would be fire. I'm trying to figure out how to email him now first. You know, I pay him and all. I would love to chop it up with him. What are your thoughts on Kevin Samuels? Rest in peace. Kevin Samuels is not here with us anymore. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I'm a nurse and was working with 3 female nurses one day, and you playing in the background. They all agree, especially when your wife won't have sex with you video. It's hard for people. It's hard for women to deny what I'm saying, because I'm not saying anything wrong, and I'm not saying anything negative or hurtful. See, I'm very careful about the advice I give you and the solutions I give you. There's nothing that I said or advice that I've given you that will hurt you for the long term. I'm very mindful about the solutions that I give you. Yeah, Mac Lessons Radio back in the MySpace days. Yeah, Mac Lessons Radio. Shout out to Mac Lessons Radio, bro. That's how actually I first even ever heard of Lucario. Because Lucario, like once TARIQ started like pivoting his lane, Lucario used to advertise on TARIQ's show, his radio show back in the day. And when I first came into the space, I was like, damn, this is the Lucario cat that always advertised on TARIQ shit. You see what I'm saying? That's how I knew who Lucario was. You know, but a lot of guys, man, came from up under that TARIQ's NASHEED cloth, whether they like to admit it or not. That's real, Dre. TARIQ podcast always had a deeper message than just women. He was teaching us how to carry ourselves as men, especially black men. For real, bro, that's real. I didn't have those type of, again, when you have, and this is the arrogant me, right? Well, was when I was arrogant. When you see people living normal, mundane lives, you tend not to listen to them or take anything they have to say seriously. That's how it just is as a young dude when you in the streets doing your thing, getting it. You know, like you, Poe, what can you tell me? But to see a person successful that didn't play basketball, was writing books and shit, like an author and shit. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. And he come from the streets. So that's why, you know, I kind of connected to him. But it would be like, you know, how to carry yourself as a black man, like not just as a man, but as a black man with value, you know, and how to display that value, you know. But man, it was a point of time on some real shit. I was like, so I'm just gonna get smoked one day, or I'm gonna go to prison, you know, but I'm gonna live it up though. I used to say, just like Jay-Z say, I'd rather die enormous than live dormant. That's how we own it. That's how I used to think. Like I had to the point to where I convinced myself that right and wrong didn't exist anymore. I convinced myself that to cope. That's how far perverted I was and gone. That was my mentality. As a human being walking around, right and wrong don't even exist. No, that don't even exist. It's not a thing about right and wrong. It's about doing what you have to do. That was my mentality. You see what I'm saying? So it showed me that I was better than, again, being a street nigga or a rapper that ain't really doing nothing. You know? So shout out to him for that. Shout out to him for that. But anyway, man, I actually found out about you through Lucario, full circle. Yeah, for sure. I fuck with Lucario. Lucario's a very genuine dude. I wish I had his patience. Lucario has a lot of patience, bro. A lot of patience. Very easygoing. But Lucario, I know Lucario will fuck you up. I'm telling you, I know. And this go back to that smiling shit, right? The guys who be like, oh, the fake tough guy nigga that was like, oh, quit smiling. Lucario smile a lot, play a lot, always smiling, always easygoing. I know a beast when I see one, bro. Lucario will fuck you up. And I know that. When did you know it was time to lead a game? I talked about that last couple weeks ago. You got to go watch it. I don't want to get into that no more. But things started happening around me that was very scary. And it started to get way too close for my comfort, bro. Shit started to get really real. It was always real, but it started to knock on my door, bro. Literally. You know, I remember seeing people like, I had to shake off somebody following me home one night. This shit started to get spooky, bro. The streets is scary, bro. Streets are a very scary, spooky, eerie place. For real, bro. That's why it blow me when cats try to act tough, or these like suburb kids think they want to be gangster and bro. That's an element that you can't win in that shit, bro. The human mind and the human is another element in the streets. It's a very dark, evil element, and it's very spooky. At first, you don't see it because you get the money and it's just, but it get crazy, and so shit start happening. Yeah, there's a few videos Dre talk. Y'all talked about it a couple. I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but anyway, yeah, man. Give people their credit. That goes. I just went on this long old thing. Give. If you're gonna take my shit, give me my credit, bro. Say shout out to King Dre for this. Ain't nobody gonna not like you less because you say that. It's people fucking with you because of your personality. You see what I'm saying? But ain't nobody gonna like you less because you say, man, shout out to King Dre for this, man. He really helped me. I appreciate that. It's okay to give people their credit. But anyway, guys, go join me on the Players Club, theplayersclub.vip. We got a meeting tomorrow. So if you want to be a part of that meeting, join the Players Club now. Shout out to everybody for the likes, the super chats, for supporting. I appreciate all the moderators. Shout out to Pink Tip. Shout out to Leak. Shout out to Trey. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody. Join me at the Players Club at theplayersclub.vip. I'm going to answer this one question from my man, and I'm going to get up out of here. Why do I attract low-quality females? Because you're a low-quality man. Period. You're a low-quality man. The answer is in the mirror, my brother. That's why you attract low-quality females. Improve your quality of your life, improve the quality of your mind, improve the quality of your emotions, your health, your emotional intelligence, improve the quality of your bank account, improve the quality of how solid you are, improve the quality of the people that's around you, and watch how quality women start to seem like they fall from trees. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to the Players Club. Join me at the Players Club, theplayersclub.vip. Should I address this last comment where he talks about bloodsuckers, or should I not? If y'all want me to address this comment by Joseph Taylor where he talks about bloodsuckers, should I address that and give you guys some game before I get out of here? It's not going to be nice, but it's going to be some game. It's not going to be nice. He ain't going to want to hear it. And people like that ain't going to want to hear it. Should I do it, or should I just go on about my night? I'm going to let y'all decide. Y'all got about 5 seconds to vote. 1 or yes. Look, y'all want to see me tearing the people, but I'm not going to tear them. I'm going to talk to them but it ain't going to be nice. Listen, man, you have to stop thinking like a broke. You have to stop thinking like a broke, poor nigga, bro. That's what you're thinking, like a broke, poor nigga. The man has children to feed, bro. The man has a family to feed. That man has provided way more than enough value than he's gotten paid for, even now to this day. Just because he has a product to sell so he can pay his bills does not mean he's a bloodsucker. You don't have to buy it. And just because you don't get value out of it, or you don't see value out of it, don't mean somebody else may not see value out of his movie. There are people who see value in his movies and they actually want it, right? And so what is he supposed to put all of his time and his money into a movie and give it to you for free? Am I supposed to put all of my time, energy, money into courses and shit and just give it to you for free? No, you're a hater and you think poorly. This is why you're poor, and you're going to always be poor if you continue to think like that. This is a business. We're in America. This is a capitalistic society where we have to make money. If I get sick and go to the doctor, that shit costs money. If one of Tariq kids got to go to the doctor, that shit costs money. How is he supposed to make a living? You don't call your boss a bloodsucker, and you're going to clock in to work, and yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. What you need me to do, boss man? What you need me to do, boss man? And he going to pay you pennies on the dollar. You're going to make him thousands and thousands of dollars tomorrow, and he's only going to pay you $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $30 an hour. You don't call him a bloodsucker, though. It's when you see somebody like you successful based on the knowledge that they work hard for, now he's a bloodsucker. No, he's not. He's provided people plenty of value and he should be compensated for it. That's business. You understand what I'm saying? That's how business works. When you provide people value, you get compensated. That's the law of economics. That's the law of nature. It's the law of compensation. Research that. And when you change your poor mind, you'll stop being poor. You understand what I'm saying? Now, whether you agree with what he's talking about now or not, stop thinking like a po nigga. That's why y'all can't come up, because y'all think like poor slaves. I don't like when people talk shit about people like that. You only talk shit about successful people. So you don't say that shit about Rollo Tomasi. And that's not saying that Rollo Tomasi is a bloodsucker, but you don't say that about Rollo Tomasi. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi. You don't say that about him. He has a book to sell. He does consultations. He's selling something. You don't call him a bloodsucker. You don't call me a bloodsucker, do you? Well, you probably do. You don't call your boss a bloodsucker. Stop hating and stop being a crab, bro, and understand the laws of compensation. When you provide value, you get compensated. You want this man to spend $100,000 making a movie and then give it to you for free. You want something for free. You want a handout like a bitch, like a slave. You want somebody to hold your hand. You don't want to pay for your knowledge. You don't want to pay for your edification. You want to buy what you want. You want to buy bullshit and buy weed. I bet you got liquor and cigarettes right now. I guarantee you. Let me look at you. Let me see. Let me look at your picture. Did he delete that shit? I bet you got alcohol right now. I can look at you and tell you drink, bro, and you smoke weed. One of the two. I bet you have that right now. You will buy that. You ain't call your drug dealer no bloodsucker, but you don't want to buy things that actually edify you. You beg for that. Buy what they want and begging what they need. That's what poor people do. They buy what they want and they beg for what they need. And then when somebody look like them come up because they figured out how to, position themselves and actually profit off of the value that they provide, now they're a bloodsucker. You ain't no bloodsucker because you sell a product to a black person to help them get to where they need to be, whether it's their mentality or not. That don't make you a fucking bloodsucker, bro. That make you a businessman doing business, providing value to people. You understand? You gonna go get some Chinese flits. You gonna go get you got your weed and your alcohol, and you're gonna go spend some money at the Chinese people in your neighborhood that's actually, and TARIQ actually do shit for people in the community. He actually does things for people. But your weed man don't. The liquor store you went to, the liquor store you got your liquor from, they don't give back to the community. They don't do shit for people. They actually lobby and vote on laws that oppress you, brother. Now, you're gonna go and buy Chinese food, right? You're gonna go buy Chinese food and the Chinese fried chicken and shit. You don't call them bloodsuckers though. And they're gonna fry your chicken in a grease that's fake and it's 2 months old, and you're gonna eat it and love it, and you're gonna pay them every dime. And they ain't gonna let you be short or nothing. You're gonna pay them every fucking dime, and they're gonna give you stale rice with mystery meat. You don't call them bloodsuckers though, do you? Stop doing your people like that, bro. And stop being a fucking hater and a crab, bro. Just don't do that. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here because I don't want to turn up no more. But that ain't even me turning up. That's real shit. And if you can get out, if you can look past your feelings, you'll understand what I'm saying. Listen, bro. There's nothing wrong with providing value in exchange for money. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. You got shit that you're supposed to take care of. B-Mark Gaming, I'll be 39. I'm 38 this year, bro. I'm 38. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. People stay watching TARIQ's pocket. Yeah, man, it's not pocket watching like a hater, bro. Just a hater. This is nonstop. Just haters, bro. He's a bloodsucker. He's bloodsucking the black community. No, he actually provides people value. We don't tolerate no King Dre or TARIQ NASHEED disrespect. We shouldn't tolerate disrespect from no people. We shouldn't disrespect people, period. whether it's King Dre, TARIQ NASHEED, Afi, Rolo Tomasi, MLD, AMS. We shouldn't disrespect each other as men, period. But anyway, follow me on all social media platforms. King Dreism, KINGDREISM, KINGDREISM, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all social media. King Dreism. Also, guys, join me at the playersclub.vip, playersclub.vip. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell that we can get this good player-ish fresh off the press. I am gone.